Hi, so in this problem I'm going to solve a problem of a derivative using the difference quotient. This is a problem somebody asked from the homework, 11.6. So first of all, 11.6 is about the product and the quotient rule. In this one I'm going to be using uh, the quotient rule. So the quotient rule says something like this. It means if you're going to have a derivative of two functions, of a fraction of two functions like this, you have to know that it's always going to be uh, f prime g minus f g prime over g squared. Okay, this is called the quotient rule, and you need to know how to use it. Okay, so in my example, if in the homework, it had your function is 6x plus 5 at the top, and it's the root of x in the bottom. Okay, and I need to find the derivative of that. So I'm changing the notations here on purpose so that up here I use this prime symbol, and up down here I'm using the derivative. It's the same thing. Okay, so let's do this. Using the quotient rule, the number, I'm just going to write it, it's this guy squared. And then I'm going to write all the steps. You don't need to write this, of course, but just to illustrate the step is the derivative of the top times the bottom minus the top times the derivative of the bottom. Now what I just wrote here would be wrong because I need to have all this in the big parentheses, right? That's the top. Okay, so keep going. The derivative of the first part is just a 6, root of x, minus 6x plus 5, and now it's a little bit tricky. What is the derivative of root of x? So let's do it over here. Root of x, the derivative, you can think of it like, you probably did this already a few times, but in case you need to be careful, this is x to the 1/2 derivative. So it's 1/2 times x to the negative 1/2, which is really the same as 1 over 2 root x, correct? Okay, so let's put that right here. It's 1 over 2 root x in the bottom. And in the denominator, all this becomes root of x squared, which is an x, correct? Okay, so now I'm done. Just if you want to be careful with this, I'm going to manipulate this in a little bit. I'm going to write this down. This would be the correct answer, but of course it is not simplified. So let's work this out a little bit. So I want to write, I'm going to use this as my common denominator in here. So I'm going to multiply this one top and bottom by that. Correct? So then if you do that, then you have, let me go back. So I have 12, and the root x times the root x gives me an x. And over here I have minus 6x plus 5, all that over the 2 root x. And all that is still divided by x, right? So this x I can put like this and put it over here like this. So this is a little bit of algebra manipulation. So I'm dividing this fraction up here by this fraction, by this. So it's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal, right? Okay, so this becomes 12x minus 6x becomes a 6x plus 5. And I have 2x root x. So I probably solved this a little bit. I skipped probably a couple steps that you you need to see more carefully. But this is at the level I think that we should be comfortable using these algebra steps, and just review your algebra, and this is not hard. The hard part in calculus is not the calculus itself. It's many students are going to have problems because your algebra skills are not sharp, or you're starting to forget, or you need more practice. So be sure that you have those algebra skills fresh and ready to go. Okay, bye.